My name's Amanda. Thank you for joining me. I'm Amanda from Little Likac Yarn, and I've written out back to front. I keep meaning to print one of these off. So yeah, I've printed out my contact details. Most importantly, if you want to order anything from me, I am on Etsy as Little Likac Yarn. Oh wow, lots of people joining. That's fantastic. Hi everybody. My name is Amanda. I've got 15 minutes. I mustn't go over 15 minutes. I've got 15 minutes to talk to you about my yarn. So thank you for joining me. Excuse me, I'm a bit croaky today. I think it's the damp weather. So hi, my name's Amanda. I've been dyeing yarn for about 6 months, or I've been running my little business for about 6 months. I do all my dyeing in my kitchen, and I only tend to dye lots of just 2 or 3 skeins at a time. So everything is really dyed in small batches. Some things are repeatable, some things are not repeatable, because it's just where I've experimented and had fun. So I'm going to start off with my new yarn for October. So those of you who have seen me before, you might know that I do a Shakespeare collection, and every 2 months this year I have been releasing yarn based on a Shakespeare play. And with October being very heavily influenced by Halloween, I decided Macbeth was the perfect one for October. So I'm going to show you my yarns. These have only gone on Etsy today, so they are brand new. So I'm going to start with Lady Macbeth. Let me take these gloves off. That's because it's cold down here. Let me start with Lady Macbeth, which is my favourite character from the play Macbeth. I always think of her wearing red costume, and I had to put some dark grey. It's almost goes, it doesn't go into black, but goes very dark grey because she's such a dark character. So Lady Macbeth is on my luxury yarn, 85% merino, 15% nylon. And I have got 3 skeins of that in the Etsy shop. If you order any yarn at all from the Shakespeare collection, it always comes with a free stitch marker or progress keeper. And for Macbeth, the stitch marker that comes with that will be a little crown. So anything that you order from Macbeth would get, from the Macbeth range, would get a crown. I've also got from the same play from Macbeth, again, I thought nice and autumnal, we would have something based around the witches. So this is Double Double Toil and Trouble, and it is a green and yellow variegated yarn, again in my, no, this one's in my soft socks, so 75% merino, and so this is Double Double Toil and Trouble, again from the Macbeth range, so you'd get the little stitch marker, progress keeper with that. All my yarns are 400 metres per 100 grams. And then my other Macbeth yarn is actually the character of Macbeth. I am a very big purple fan, as you might be able to tell, and purple is a royal colour. So Macbeth is in the luxury merino, 85% merino, 15% nylon, but Macbeth is in royal purple, but we have got some splashes of grey to show his corrupted dark soul. So those are my 3 yarns, particularly for Halloween, based around the play of Macbeth. I've also got a couple of stitch markers that I have done deliberately for Halloween. So we have a little pumpkin. Now where's my camera? A little pumpkin, super cute. So there is a little pumpkin, which is as a stitch marker, and there is also a bat progress keeper. Let me try and get that better in focus. There's a little bat progress keeper. They are both on my Etsy shop as well, just a couple of pounds each. We were asked this year for Yorkshire Yarn Festival for this month to come up with a pumpkin themed item as well. Obviously I've got that little pumpkin stitch marker, but also any yarn orders this weekend, today or tomorrow, any yarn orders placed while stocks of these last, you will get a free little pumpkin progress keeper I just think that was so adorable. Couldn't resist. So they're not in the shop for sale. They are just for any customers who buy yarn from me this weekend. And then if I have got any left over, I'll pop them in the shop later. But yeah, yarn orders this weekend will get a free pumpkin stitch progress keeper. Okay, so those are my like my new items that have literally just gone into the shop today. I'll just show you a few more of my autumn range. Thank you everybody who is sending me love. My shop in Etsy is Little Likac yarn. Where did I put that little bit of paper? So it is, you have to put it as one word, Little Likac yarn. Or if you go to my Instagram bio, actually on my Instagram page, there is a direct link. Okay, so other autumn things that I've got. These are my autumn mini set. I absolutely adore these. The first time I dyed these, they sold out within about 24 hours. I've restocked these. These are my autumn mini set. They're a high twist, 85% merino, 15% nylon. You get 20 grams. They are £18 for the set of 5. They're my autumn minis. I love these. Also in autumn range, I have this olive coloured yarn. That's in the 75% merino. I've got olive and maple in the same base, which I think go together so nicely. So those are more autumn colours that I have. This one is autumn berries. So this one has your yellows and browns and then some pinky purple in as well for the berries. I really like that one. We also have, although this hasn't maybe got an autumnal name, I do think it's quite a nice autumnal colour. This is Moroccan Sunset. So that is another kind of autumn colour, Moroccan Sunset. So those are the main kind of autumn vibes that I've got going. I will just show you these. I do have some patterns as well that I've designed. So I've got 3 patterns currently, 2 sock patterns. I did bring one of the socks down, actually, one pair. This one's called Hope Springs Eternal. That is available on my Etsy shop and it's also on Ravelry. So that is, oh, hope you can all still see me. But my latest knitting pattern that I'm really, really pleased with, this has just been released in the last week, are these little fingerless mitts. So the pattern for these are also in my Etsy shop. I love these. My testers just finished. All my testers had these, a pair of these finished in about 7 to 10 days. They've knit up really quickly. So this pattern is called Full Steam Ahead, and it was inspired a little bit by kind of the steampunk idea. That's why I've got a bit of a frill and lace. So they're called Full Steam Ahead and they are my design. Okay, how are we doing on time? It goes so quickly. Thank you everybody who's still here with me. So those are my kind of autumnal things I wanted to show you first. Autumnal colours, autumnal patterns. I do also have a silk base. It is new, so I only have a couple of yarns dyed in the silk base. And these are both from Romeo and Juliet, which was my August play. This beautiful blue, I adore this. This beautiful blue, it is 75% merino, 25% silk, mulberry silk. It's got such a lovely shine to it. This one is called Capulet, and it is from Romeo and Juliet. And the other silk blend I have at the moment this one is Juliet, and this is pink with some splashes and speckles of darker pink like a raspberry, and also some yellow. And because these come from Romeo and Juliet, they have got a free stitch marker as well, the little masquerade mask from the ball. So those are both from the Romeo and Juliet collection, and they're both on the silk blend base. If there's anything in particular you want me to sort of show you in more detail, please, you know, just try and shout out. Other ones from Romeo and Juliet. I have this is Montague, which is a pinky red. That's on the soft sock base, 75% merino and nylon. I think those are the only ones from Romeo and Juliet. I do have others that are from Shakespeare plays. This is Titania. This one is always really, really popular. I've restocked this quite a few times. This is Titania from A Midsummer Night's Dream. You get a little fairy stitch marker with her, or progress keeper actually for that, no, stitch marker. So Titania is always, always popular. It's on my 85% merino base, so it's really soft, 400 metres again, and it's a very pretty pinky lilac colour, always, always popular. So that is one that I restock quite regularly, Titania from A Midsummer Night's Dream. As you can probably tell, I am very keen on purple. So if you wanted to do some kind of fade, for example, then this would be, and I'm showing a purple fade, what a surprise. This would be a gorgeous fade set. So you've got the Titania and you've got Macbeth, my new one. And then in the middle, this one is Daphne. And Daphne would go beautifully. This would make a really, really lovely fade, I think. Titania, Daphne, and then Macbeth. If you like more sort of pastel-y colours, this one, I love this. It's got pastel green and pink and blue, and this is called Sweet Like Candy. That's just on my standard soft sock, 75%. The 75% waists are £15. And luxury ones are £17. This is rose gold. Now, I keep saying I love it. Well, why would you dye something that you don't love yourself? But I do particularly love pinks and purples. So this is rose gold. I think I've got 2 skeins of this in the shop at the moment. So that's a lovely one. No, they're not natural colours. I use acid dyes. I mean, for example, something like this you just wouldn't be able to get from natural dyes. So they are acid dyes, but the acid that I use is vinegar or citric acid. So they're not, when we with dyes refer to acid, it's only the acid is used to set the dyes. Rose gold is beautiful. Yeah, thank you very much. I agree. I'm quite tempted to knit something with this one myself. Sometimes I just get to the point of thinking, oh, no one's going to buy that, I'll knit something with it, and then they sell. So right, I've just got a couple of minutes left. Just show you this one. This again, if you like the softer, more subtle colours, this one is also from A Midsummer Night's Dream. This one is I think it's cobweb, yes. This is cobweb, again, one I've had to dye a couple of times because it's been really popular. It's a very, very pale grey, and then it's got speckles and splashes of blue and pink. It's really, really pretty. So that's cobweb, and it is on my luxury 85% sock. There is 2 of those available currently. I also I go to Newark Market once a month. So Newark Market has an artisan craft market every 4th Sunday of the month, and I've been going to that for the last few months. I will be there at the end of October and at the end of November. So if you live anywhere near Newark, which is in Nottinghamshire in the UK, you can come and see me. I'll actually be there in person. We have 1 minute left. Would anyone like to see? I think I've shown you, almost shown you everything. This one, I think, this is Neapolitan. There's only 1 of these left. So Neapolitan ice cream, you've got your chocolate, vanilla and raspberry. And this one, this one is Pink Princess. So yeah, a lot of pinks and purples. Okay, so where do I buy? I buy my wool wholesale from a UK wholesale supplier. Yeah, so just a quick reminder then, if you buy any yarn from me this weekend while stocks last, I have got these pumpkin stitch markers, progress keepers, so you'll get a free one of those. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I will have to go, because if I go over 15 minutes, Instagram won't let me put this on. So thank you so much. Bye.